Good morning, Rocky Ford family. This is our devotion for Tuesday. I want to continue to remind you, encourage you, challenge you to the 5-4-5 challenge. Have a 5-minute devotion for 5 nights with your family. Grow in your relationship with Christ together. And one of the tools we've been using is the New City Catechism. This week we're on question 14. Did God create us unable to keep his law? No. Because of his disobedience of Adam and Eve, we are all born in sin and guilt, unable to keep God's law. So let's keep talking about being creative. We started yesterday. Our theme this week is loving God with all of our heart, and the fact that we are created in the image of our Creator, and a creative Creator. So not only did God create all things, and of course he did, but what he has done and the beauty he has shown in what he has created and how he is using what he has created is amazing and impressive and sings of his glory, the Psalms would say. And we have a natural bent to draw close to things that mirror that and to try to reflect that out. We enjoy good stories. We enjoy beautiful art. We enjoy tasty food. We appreciate things not just because they're able to accomplish a thing, but because they look good, because they taste good, feel good, sound good. And so food we eat for substance, but man, I would much rather have something that tastes delicious than something that's just good for me, right? We want to have that both. We want to appreciate the created thing itself, but also the beauty in the created thing. And we tend to model that out in all areas of our life, from design in cars and rockets and engineering feats to purely beautiful things, perhaps like art and sculpture and music, to even things that kind of walk both those lines, like good food, like things that are healthy for us, that build up our body to worship and run well, but also taste good while doing so. That puts a smile on our face just by the flavors that it possesses. So I want us to look at an author today who did this well. And this is not to say that he did it perfectly, by no means. When we're looking at human examples of things, we run into imperfect idols, but God can draw straight lines with crooked sticks, amen. And so the author that I want us to kind of look at is, or as an example, is J.R.R. Tolkien. So his most famous work being The Lord of the Rings, those 3 books, and then all the mythology that he would unpack in those things. And if you've ever read The Lord of the Rings, or if you've paid attention in watching the movies, look at the detail in the world that the made-up world that he created of Middle-earth. There's a story with real characters in it, like Frodo and Bilbo and Gandalf and Samwise Gamgee and Aragorn and all these people and all these different races of elf and dwarf and so on. He gives them all each their own culture, their own place on a map to exist. He gives them all their own language and a history devoted to their particular clan and race, and even almost a religion of each kind of individual people. But then there's this kind of mono-religion over it all. And the reason, if you look into why Tolkien wrote the way he did, why he told stories the way he did, and he was almost neurotically so into the details. Almost didn't finish anything he ever started because all the details had to line up and matter. And the reason he said that he did that is because he saw that as worship. That him being a detailed creator reflected his detailed creator. That he was worshiping God, that he was reflecting the God who made people, who made individuals, who made cultures, who made languages, who made tribes, who made flavors, who made heritages. He was reflecting all that when he created his own little fictional world and placed real people with real cultures and real flavors and real things in there. He worshiped God with his heart and reflected our Creator. I'd encourage you, reflect God in what you do. Reflect your Creator when you are creative. We're all creative. It's part of who we are as the Imago Dei, as the reflector, image bearers of God. I love you guys.